Hello and welcome to this edition of TMA's Farm Margin Talk. This is Devin Sherling, Grain Marketing Manager for TMA. So as we look at our Farm Margin Index for August the 3rd, you'll notice that we broke the $700 mark. Now, it's the first time since the 2008 crop year on our corn crop on irrigated corn. But more importantly on this whole stretch is once again with the weather concerns throughout the United States, we have seen corn continue to increase its profitability over beans. But now remember that our beans are still coming into that extremely pivotal growing period here in August. And also in our 2013 wheat, we're still looking at some excellent profitability options for both 13 and some of the 14 crops. But we'll talk about that more in a couple of slides. Once again, this is how we come up with our numbers based off of new crop cash prices at Groveland, Kansas. And so today what I want to talk about is just give a quick focus and splash of where we are in the profit perspective for our 2013 wheat crop. So over here you can see that we have expected expenses of about $286. I'm going to assume you have a 48 bushel APH. The base price is $8.53. Which means at an 85% policy, you have 40.8 bushels per acre to sell. We're going to go ahead and sell 10 bushels an acre at about $7.88 cash. That way we're covering our fertilizer expenses that we're going to have, and this is the picture that you're going to be in. So you're looking at, if you grow a 48 bushel yield and your cash price stays right where we're at today, that's a $92 an acre profit. But if you come down here and you grow 0 bushels, and the price drops, you're making $84 an acre. Or if it goes higher, up to $9, you're making $96. So it gives you an idea of what your situation looks like depending upon any yield or price situation. So the next most common question we get is, well, what's going on right now with my corn and soybean policies, and how do I manage my risk? So what we put together is a soybean chart. And as you can see, the yellow circle here is where we're at as of today on our 2012 soybean futures. The two blue lines indicate that October averaging period. Remember, that's when your harvest price is set. So the real question here is what's going to happen in this time frame. Now, we don't have a magic crystal ball, but as you can see that really 3 out of the last 5 years, we've seen higher prices back in this area, and then coming into this averaging period, we went lower. Now in 2010, that story is completely different, and oftentimes throughout the averaging period, you can see different results. But the real key to this is not to make your decision based off solely what I'm saying, but to make your decision based on what your crop looks like in the field. And if you can manage that harvest price by investing pennies on the dollar, you can go ahead and make sure that your farm's revenue and needs are going to be covered for this upcoming season. So as you look at the corn chart, it looks very similar, except for you see a couple different patterns. Right here where your 2012 is sitting, you'll see that when we get in this July-August time frame, heat always becomes an issue, and you see prices seem to rally up based on that risk premium built into the market. In most years, you see it come down into that October harvest time frame. So once again, where we're at right here in 2012 is higher than where we've been at any point in the last 5 years. So with our base price on corn being $5.65, so right about in here, the key is if you can protect right basically from this line here up to $2 up to the 2012 mark of $7.95, how can you manage that farm risk? So get a hold of one of your TMA grain marketing or crop insurance specialists to help you out. So what's causing the market to move right now? Weather continues to be key. Quality concerns throughout the U.S. Are really driving a lot of our local cash markets. And then the consistent game of pin the tail on the donkey when it comes to what our national average corn yield will be. So that'll be determined with our next USDA report. So once again, for more additional information, contact one of your TMA grain marketing or crop insurance specialists. Thank you and have a great weekend.